day another dollar.
Sorry, you think.
Sorry, you think. Not that long ago.
That conjures up such a kind of image.
I know, we all stayed in a dorm.
I'm terribly sorry.
You are?
Hello. Very good to meet you.
My dear fella. Your clothes over there beside mine. The old joke.
I'm so dreading this, Terry. I'm dreading it.
You won't be applauding like that when it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Sir Terry Wogan.
Steady. New carpet. Money means nothing to us here. Welcome, valued viewer, to another thrill-a-minute, edge-of-your-seats edition of Wogan Now and Then. God, I wish we could live up to that. A show they cannot kill. Tonight, I'll be verbally sparring with the dynamic duo famous for turning the great unwashed into shiny new pennies. They're the stars of How Clean Is Your House? The formidable Kim and Aggie. I'm reunited with a Scots actor whose prolific career has included roles in Braveheart, The Bourne Identity, X-Men. We first talked in 1985. Since then, he's become Hollywood's favourite character actor. He is the velvet-voiced, the great Brian Cox. Hey. Also joining me, a legend of the musical theatre who appeared on Wogan more than I did. When we first met, he was about to make his name in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Aspect of Love. I can't imagine what's happened to him since. Since then, he's sold millions of records, serenaded the Queen in Hyde Park. She was asleep at the time. He is, of course, Michael Ball. I see you've got the family in. But first, we have an actress. Welcome back. Welcome back. To Wogan Now and Then. We've all had a quick power nap. And I, for one, drained of all emotion. I'm ready to go on. Now, my next guest first joined me in 1989. He was about to star in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Aspects of Love. Back then, he revealed he would be bearing more than just his soul to the audience.
Yes, love changes everyone. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never, never let you be the same. Love will never, never let you be the same.
Apparently, you're going to take your clothes off.
Oh, God.
How will your mother feel about...
My mother, she's thrilled, honestly. I asked her for some advice, and she said to me, right, when you go, before you go on stage, stand in front of the mirror, wash down as far as possible, wash up as far as possible, and then wash possible. So I bless her for that bit of advice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Michael Ball. You look good also. So whatever.
Haven't the years been cruel?
Why are you looking at me when you say that? So, Michael, whatever happened to you?
It all ended there. One appearance on your show and it was over. It never worked since.
You know, I had that effect on nearly everybody.
Yes.
So, what have you been up to lately? Tell us about what's going on.
Very recently.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I've been in America. I'm so glad to be home as well.
Don't start all that.
Oh, it's true.
You
It's
love
absolutely-
Broadway and all that
Well,
stuff.
I was there from last August, and I did 2 shows. One at the Royal Opera, not the Royal Opera House. They're not royal there, are they? It's the New York Opera, City Opera, working there, and then doing The Woman in White on Broadway, which closed quite quickly. So yeah, I'm back.
Aspects of Love, if I can cast your mind back to that. That was the springboard, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
For the big time for
Absolutely.
you. Were you ready? I mean, you were always...
don't know.
I know you for the cheerful and intelligent, bright person that you are, but I mean, were you ready for the success when it happened like that?
I mean, it was literally like that. I mean, I'd been doing Phantom of the Opera and Les Mis prior to doing Aspects. And those were big, high-profile shows, but they're in the theatre. And the theatre is not a huge auditorium as far as the nation is concerned. But with Aspects, having a hit record, finding myself in rehearsal, certainly opposite Roger Moore,
Yes.
you know, and this whole... And I looked at that clip, and apart from looking about 12, and so much thinner. Oh, God, it's hideous. I was so nervous, absolutely terrified of it. I was terrified of having to not be a character, to be me, and to talk to someone on a chat show. It absolutely terrified me.
Yeah, but it didn't seem that way.
Well, I think at the time as well, I was working so hard in rehearsals, and that you just, I was kind of oblivious of all that. And when the record was such a big hit, I was just caught up in this roller coaster. And as you say, and then we finished that, and I went up and did it on Broadway. I think I took it all in my stride, and I have such good friends and such good family to keep my feet on the ground. I never kind of lost the plot, which would be
You didn't
very
go off
easy
the
to
rails.
do. No, I didn't.
Well, now, when you next joined me in 1991...
I was off the rails by then. Yeah.
Well, this is obvious. You gave a fascinating insight into the world of Lord Lloyd Webber.
Did I?
And your own mischievous sense of humour.
Oh.
You sang at his wedding.
I did.
Yeah.
It was great.
Did he want you to sing his wedding or did you just turn up?
I was drunk at the back. I was like, come on, I'll have a go.
Yeah. Somebody asked me to sing.
Come on, I want to do it.
Yeah, so what did you do?
I did about 7 numbers. Just it was my way of a a wedding present for him. Nice, eh? Well, cheap.
What a rotten thing to do
What
for
do you
a
give the
man
man
on his
who's
wedding
got
day.
everything, you know? So I thought I'd turn up and do a few songs. I wound him up a bit. I did this very serious monologue about Andrew's contribution, very sincere contribution to music, and said, and finally, I'd like to sing for you a song that I think is Andrew's finest contribution to music. And I turned around and you got the big chords for Love Changes Everything, you know, dun, 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 dun. Turned around, they all went, oh, lovely, yes, lovely. Turned around and did Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny. Which is his finest contribution.
his finest work.
Marvellous stuff.
If he'd only known, he could have booked Timmy Mallet for a fraction of the price, couldn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why are we showing these clips? They're so embarrassing.
Because it's your own fault for appearing on the show.
More than you, as you said. I was
But
never
you were
off
all
there.
over me like a rash.
Yeah. You wouldn't get off the phone. What are you talking about? Save the show, Mike. It's going really bad.
I thought we'd agreed not to mention that. Now, the great Lord Lloyd Webber, are you still speaking?
We are, of course we are.
Excellent.
Yes, yes.
He's looking for someone to star in The Sound of Music. Would you put yourself forward as Maria?
It's a stretch, but I think I could play the part.
I think you
I
could.
really do. Yeah, it's interesting, that. I don't know. I don't know quite how to feel about it. You know, it's a really tough role. It's a really hard gig, and they've got to be absolutely certain that they find someone who will be able to cut.
Could
it,
you
be
play
able
the
to do it.
captain? How's your Edelweiss?
Edelweiss is fine. How's yours?
That'd be my little secret.
Yeah. There's not a lot of singing, though, is there, for the
No,
captain?
It's just the old What about the Sinatra thing? I mean,
I think that's a fascinating
they brought him
idea.
back to the West End,
Yeah.
and as you know, he's passed on some time ago.
Has he?
Will we see a dead Michael Ball?
Yeah. Probably this year. That would be, wouldn't that be great? You do one recording of a concert, then you send it out on tour, and you don't have to go yourself. You just get the band to play, and you're up on the
With
screen.
dancers in the front. And everything.
Absolutely, no one would notice.
Yeah.
They never look at me anyway. They're always looking at the...
It's always a pleasure.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Michael Ball.
Great seeing you.
Thank you. Hey, bring Michael back. No, you've had enough excitement for the day.